Hey guys, it's me again. Sorry I have not been posting for a while now, but I have something to say. Here are just so you know, this is not a hate against new gen Creepypasta fans. This is just only, to spread around. I'm not spreading hate to them. I actually support y'all, and yeah, but I'm not here to spread any hate to new gen fans. I understand they don't know much about the creepypasta lore and all, but hey, they're still learning, right? And not all new gen fans are like the ones I'm gonna explain right now. Anyways, let's get on with it. So here are a few problems that I have with new gen fans. Okay, for one, they get way too serious on they get way too attached to canonical lore. So basically, in canon lore, none of the creepypastas live in a mansion or work as proxies or anything like that. But the thing is, the mansion scenario. In fact, everybody still uses the mansion scenario. The mansion scenario is Fanon. Like, that's how you say it? I forgot. I think that's how you say it. I can't really talk right now. Scenario, the Fanon Mansion scenario, where it shows all the proxies, no matter, and the creepypastas like Laughing Jack, Masky, Tiki Toby, and everybody else in this one mansion with the one leader. You guessed it, Slender Man. And I still use this scenario because I think it's kind of fun to use and more creative. And I can't speak. And I think that's how the fandom was built together. That's literally how the fandom was made, because of these stories, these really creative stories. And I feel, and then that's when the new gen comes in. Okay, I'm not saying this to all new gens, but there's some new gens like this. They come in and they act like they were born in the 2010s, even though they're not. And most of them either watched Marble Hornets most of their lifetime and just thought, oh, maybe this is canon. Well, it technically is. It is in canonical sense of the creepypasta lore, but in a fanon sense, like in the fandom, it's really hard to explain. It's kind of both canon. It's canon. Yeah, it is canon, but in a sense of the fandom, it is technically canon, but they added some elements to it that are not canon, like the mansion and all, and the creepypastas being together, which I kind of like that they're mixing that kind of scenario, and that's why I still use the mansion scenario. But anyway, then they start to, and that's when problems start to arise, when they try to push that canonical sense and start crying and getting angry for not being canon, and that kind of ruins the experience a little bit, because one, that's how literally the fandom is built, and if you don't like that, then leave. And two, don't push your beliefs on other fans, because it's not really, it just ruins the vibe, you know. And okay, and another thing I have a problem with new gen fans is remember that incident that happened in 2014 with the two girls? Yeah, you probably already know what I'm talking about, where I'm getting into. Yeah, immature fans like that should not be in fandoms like these. And I'm not saying all new gen fans are immature. Again, I'm not spreading hate. It's just that they get way too attached to the characters. And they make so many OCs and so many ships in one of their stories, it's not even that scary anymore. But, and you're probably gonna ask, but that's exactly what you guys did back then. Yes and no. Some of us actually stick to the actual scary stuff. And believe me, I experienced that era, and believe me, it was terrifying. And some of us did ship it, but it was like around and some of us did ship the characters, but yeah, it was considered cringy at that time, and we just sticked more on the horror stuff, even though half of the time we have shipped characters before, but it's not like a lot to the point. But it's not like a lot to the point it just becomes a romantic story. But anyway, I suggest to all, okay, and once they get too attached, that's when problems start to arise. It's very, I think that it gets to the point it just gets, overly attached to it and start faking these scenarios where you see things. Yeah, I think that's the point where you have to leave, little dude. Like, you're getting way too attached to a fictional character. I mean, yeah. And another thing, I suggest to parents to keep away your children from watching these, and don't allow them to watch these, because, okay, I know you're all gonna say, but you used to sneak to your mom's phone and watch that kind of stuff. Why are you saying that? Well, I'm starting to realize as I get older that kind of content that I used to watch back in the 2010s was not appropriate to kids. And unfortunately, like me, I used to experience that kind of era of the internet, which was kind of traumatizing. And believe me, if you really want to time travel to the 2010s, do not go to the internet in the 2010s. Please, I beg you. There's so many things to do in that year than watching whatever the heck you see appears on there. But yeah, anyways, just keep an eye on your kids on what they're watching, and maybe give them something teen friendly at least. Like, I don't know, Stranger Things. I don't know what's considered teen friendly nowadays. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Again, I'm not spreading hate to new gen fans. I actually want to spread the Creepypasta lore oh my god, I can't talk today. I'm not spreading hate to new gen fans. I just really want them to understand the lore and all. And what else? And we do want them to make new stories, but the problem is that, and there's some new gens that are actually OG. They're actually OG. And we really want them to make stories, but nothing too bland, because I've also noticed this as well, that they make the stories way too bland and not even that scary. I think it's because they're born to I think they're just, like, born into, like, looking at FNAF and Like, again, I'm not against FNAF. I'm actually a FNAF fan as well, or analog horror and stuff like that. I mean, it is good that they're consuming that kind of to inspire that kind of media to inspire their creepypasta stories, but again, due to safety reasons and the lack of, and also, no, not safety reasons, I don't even know why I said that, but due to analog horror being new, it can kind of strain a little bit. And nowadays, I notice that nobody even watches analog horror that much. Even me. I start to distance myself from analog horror because I just don't find it appealing anymore. Like, I just find that genre not scary anymore. And yeah, and I feel like we just need to create more creative stories like we did back in the 2010s. I'm not spreading hate or pushing anyone. But yeah, that's just technically all I have to say, really. Yeah, I just don't really have much to say. Sorry. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe to me or like, then that's fine. I don't really care. I'm not begging for likes. But yeah. Oh, and you might notice on your screen, that's my OC. That's my creepypasta OC. So yeah, I just decided there because I didn't really have nothing to put on there. So yeah. But anyways, that's all I have to say. Bye bye.